The Magna Carta, or Great Charter, is one of the most significant documents in history. Signed back in 1215 in England, it was more than just a piece of paper. It was a groundbreaking agreement between King John and his barons. Imagine a time when a king could do whatever he wanted, ruling with absolute power. Sounds terrifying, right? That's exactly what the barons were fighting against. They wanted to put limits on King John's authority, and that's precisely what the Magna Carta aimed to achieve. So why is the Magna Carta so important? First off, it introduced limits on the king's power. No longer could he just rule as he pleased. He had to play by the rules. This was revolutionary. It laid down the foundation that everyone, even the king himself, had to follow the law. Can you believe that? That's like saying no one, not even the most powerful person in the kingdom, could escape justice. Another groundbreaking aspect of the Magna Carta was its emphasis on fair trials. It declared that everyone had the right to a fair trial. This meant that if someone accused you of something, you couldn't just be thrown in jail without a chance to defend yourself. And let's not forget about taxes. The Magna Carta made it clear. Taxes could only be collected with the approval from a council. Imagine that. No king could simply impose taxes on his subjects willy-nilly. This was a huge win for the barons, and ultimately for the common people. Now, let's talk about its legacy. The Magna Carta didn't just change England. It inspired modern democracies around the world. The principles it laid out influenced the US Constitution and many human rights laws we cherish today. It was a shining beacon of hope that showcased the idea that no one is above the law. So, what's the bottom line? The Magna Carta was the first step toward justice and freedom for everyone. It's a symbol of fairness and the rule of law that still resonates even 800 years later. This document taught us that power must be checked and that rights are for everyone, not just the privileged few. It's amazing to think how a simple agreement back in 1215 has shaped our world today, isn't it? Why does it matter? First, it put limits on the king's authority, no more ruling like a tyrant. Second, it guaranteed fair trials for everyone. No one's above the law. And third, taxes? They could only be collected with the council's approval. That's what happened after the Magna Carta was signed in 1215. But wait, it wasn't all smooth sailing. King John? He hated it. He tried to roll back the rights, leading to a civil war. Yep, the barons weren't having any of it. They wanted their power, and they fought for it. Fast forward to the 13th century, and the Magna Carta became a symbol of liberty. It inspired revolutions across Europe and even the United States. But here's the twist. Most of the original clauses, they're long gone. Only 3 remain today. So what did the Magna Carta really change? It planted the seeds for democracy, setting the stage for future rights and freedoms. And it all started with a group of rebellious barons and a reluctant king. Can you believe a piece of paper could shake an empire? History is wild,